Hey y'all, this is going to be a video about risk management when you sell cash secure puts. A couple of things happened today made me realize that there are valuable lessons that you must learn if you want to be successful when you trade cash secure puts. Or the wheel. Now what happened today was something that has happened to me quite often, and I wanted to share with you what I learned and what I did to make sure that I don't repeat the same mistakes I made before. Now before we start, I want to show you the status of some of my positions. Zillow pretty much is going to zero and it's going to expire Friday. AMD is going to zero and expires Friday, so I'm gonna pocket full profits on those two positions. Now if you remember, I had a play on Beyond Meat yesterday because it was dropping quite a bit, but then it went back up, and then I sort of sold the puts when on the way back up, and I thought it was a smooth sailing, going to be in the money on Friday. But turns out today Beyond Meat went down 4%. At some point it went down even more than 4%. So let me show you what happened. So Beyond Meat today, if we look at the 5-minute charts, it's just straight up dumping after the market opened. So it just dumped, keeps dumping. Now it found a hard support at 129, which is great. Now throughout the whole day it's hovering around that price, and I sold a cash secure put on that on Beyond Meat yesterday for $84 premium. So I went ahead and closed it at 91, and let me tell you what happened. So when the options contract was worth 84 when I bought it, but today it just keeps going up and up. At some point it went up to $1 something. So I'm looking at this chart, so the mistake I made, right, was that I kept looking at the charts instead of zooming out and look at the long-term view of the stock. But I was looking at the 5-minute chart. At some point I was looking at the 1-minute chart. For my day trading days, I know it's bad for you when you keep looking at it, and then the one uptick or one downtick is gonna make your heart pump because of that, the crazy movements, the volatility in the market today. So the mistake I made was that I was looking at this too closely. I was looking at the screen all the time when the market opened, all the way till 11 o'clock. I was in the day trading mode again. So that's the difference when you do cash secure puts, is that you have to look at the long term. You have to zoom out and look at the charts, find some long-term supports, and see how the market plays. So at some point Beyond Meat went below the supports, right? It went down to 129.44. So I sort of panic sold somewhere there, and for a loss of $7. Now the first lesson is not to look at it too closely. You're not day trading this. You want the stock to find support, and yeah, if it moved really close to your target of 126, for example, sure, you want to get out of there for a loss. But for me, the moment it broke down that support, I decided to sell it to cut my losses. So one of the key things that I did throughout this experiment is that I want to keep my losses small and my wins big. If you do that, if you have a good ratio of win to loss, then even if you lose more than you win, you are still going to profit. So that's a very, very important point if you want to be successful in trading options or trading stocks in general. You want to keep your losses small and your winners win big. So in a way, I made a mistake, but I'm kind of happy because I cut it loose at $7. If I held it, Beyond Meat is currently trading at $130.80. So it expires Friday, and my strike point is 126. So it gives me $4 cushion for Beyond Meat. That's still a bit closer than I want. So I sort of just cut it loose because the movement of Beyond Meat daily could go up to $6 or $7. So I don't want to take that risk. So I cut it loose. Now I did a similar thing with Apple today. Apple had a very similar movement, and even though I don't own any cash secure puts on Apple, if you look at the movement of Apple today, it's actually very volatile as well. Market opens, drop huge, go back up, drop huge again. At some point, it was down all the way to 127.17. Now, I was watching this at somewhere on the way back up. So I was contemplating on selling a cash secure put somewhere here at the support. So what I did was I was looking at the options chain. I was eyeing the $125 support price. So $125 support expiration is somewhere down here. So this gives me a really good room for mistakes. So Apple was trading 130-ish, $130, and I was so close to selling this put, but my order didn't get filled. So I was trying to sell it at 80 cents, which is $80 premium, but it never got filled. So that's the other mistake I made, was that I was looking at this too closely, but I was trying to get a good execution on my price. But you know, if I bit the bullet, take a few, if I just sold it near the bid, then I could have get it filled right away, and I could have been in profit right now. But you know, I didn't. So that's my loss there. That's the second mistake. Sometimes you have to give up some premium if you want to get filled, if you really believe the movement of the stock is going to be in your favor. Now, what I end up doing was Fastly again. It seems like I have an unhealthy relationship with Fastly. I know I said it so many times that I don't want to trade it anymore, but it was just, the premium was just so delicious today. So I actually ended up selling an 83.5 put on Fastly, expiring this Friday for $80. So 83.5, if you look at this number, it's actually way down here. So near the support of last month, like on August 25th, this is a pretty safe bet for me. August 20, so $83, it's $8 movement from the current price. So Fastly can move up and down $7 or $8 in a day. So that gives me just about the right cushion for the options order. So I have 2 days to get this thing to go to worthless. Now really, this is a very dangerous play. That's why the high premium. The reason is that the TikTok news could come out any second now. So if they do announce a agreement for TikTok to be acquired by Microsoft or Walmart, then this stock will fly, because Fastly does 10% of their business with TikTok. So this is huge. However, if it comes out that they are no longer going to sell it to American companies, which kind of the news right now is that China is blocking the sale of the AI technology of TikTok. So that's what's pricing in the movement right now. That's why you see crazy volatile movement, up and down, up and down. So that news could be a catalyst for either I will probably get assigned if the news is bad, or I'll make for profit as we go in. Now the good news is that this option here has a theta of 40. So this is going to drop 40 cents tomorrow if Fastly doesn't move. So that is still really good news for me if you're a Theta Game member. So yeah. So I hope you learned something from my mistakes today, and I try to remind myself of these mistakes whenever I make them. But I hope they all will turn out well in the end. So I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open positions that should be closed by Friday. So hopefully I can profit from most of them. So keep your eye out on the next episode to get an update on my progress. I'll see you guys next time.